Good evening, friends. Welcome to Konexio Technical Insights. I am Rahul Randeria, and I would be conducting today's show. Today, we would be discussing regarding the trend, the setups, the patterns in Nifty, Bank Nifty, and individual stocks. Last week, we have discussed that Nifty would rally, and we might see a buying support at the lower levels. So, any dips should be used as a buying opportunity. And we had a target of almost around 13,700. So definitely Nifty tested those levels around 13,773 and closed with on the strong note on the weekly charts. Whereas on the daily charts, what we have seen, the Nifty has formed a long-legged doji, which indicates that Friday it was an indecisive candle, and market was highly volatile and was in a broad range. Now, on the daily charts, if we look at the two candles of Thursdays and Friday, Nifty has almost formed a double top, which is around 13,773. So for the next week, if Nifty breaks 13,773 and 75, then we might see extension of rally. We might see a follow-up buying towards the level of 14,000 and 14,041 mark. So the momentum is positive, but on Friday, what will be some sort of exhaustion or some sort of pause we have seen on the Nifty. Now, if you see on the RSI front, on the oscillators front, the prices have already entered into overbought territory, but the prices are also showing strength. So until and unless we don't see any kind of weak candle, we still stay that it is a buy on dips market, and we would be trading for a target of 14,041 on the upside. If Nifty breaks, then Nifty spot levels of 13,773. Definitely, the momentum is positive as you can see on the daily charts. Now, for the next week, the crucial support in the Nifty are placed at 13,658. If it breaks, then next support is coming around 13,567 and 13,500 mark. On the upside, if Nifty breaks 13,773, then the next target or next resistance would be around 13,855. And if it breaks those levels, the next target is coming around 14,041. So these are the most probable support and resistance where traders needs to take into consideration and then trade accordingly. Now on the Bank Nifty, again, Bank Nifty has also traded very sharply, but in the last 4-5 trading sessions, Bank Nifty has been moving in a broad range, and it has been consolidating in a very broad range. In the last Friday's candle has shown some sort of lower shadow with slightly weak candle, but it shows the strength. The prices are showing strength, so definitely the momentum is positive, but we need to be cautious because oscillators have entered into overbought territory, so we need to trade accordingly once there is a breakout. Now on the oscillator fronts, if we see on the RSI, there is a downward sloping blue line, which clearly indicates that when the prices in the Bank Nifty was going higher tops, higher bottoms, the oscillators were making lower tops. So it is a classical example of a negative divergence. So until unless prices are showing strength, it should be a buy on dip strategy. But if Nifty breaks the psychological mark of 31,000, then we might see an extension of rally towards the level of 31,500. So overall, the view is positive, but on a cautious note. Whereas on Friday, we have seen some sort of weakness on the US market. So maybe on Monday, we might see some sort of weak opening, and then we might see buying at the lower levels in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now, the important and crucial support in Bank Nifty for the next week are placed at, so supports are, first of all, the supports are placed at 30,345. Then if it breaks those levels, the next support is placed at 29,473. Whereas on the upside, the major resistance are placed at 31,000, which is a psychological mark. And if it breaks those levels, then the next level is coming around 31,500. So most probably, the range in the Bank Nifty is placed at 29,473 on the downside and 31,500 on the upside. Now, these were the levels in Nifty and Bank Nifty. Now, I would like to discuss the derivative front, where we would discuss strong open interest, where in which strike price in calls and puts have been built. So first of all, I will discuss in Nifty. We have seen that strong position has been built in the Nifty calls at the strike price of uh, 13,800, then 13,900 and 14,000. As you can see clearly see on the screen. Definitely, the momentum is positive and clearly it has indicated that there is a strength at the lower levels. So any dips should be used as a buying opportunity. But yes, with the strict stop losses as the market has entered into overbought. Now on the put side, in Nifty, the crucial support in the in the Nifty puts are placed that, or what we call that the major position where has been built in Nifty puts are 13,700, 13,600 and 13,500. You can clearly see on the screen that most of the strong position has been built in this particular uh, strike price 13,700, 13,600 and 13,500. And as we have discussed that most probably the support and resistance are also uh, uh, matching with the strike prices, whereas the major supports are at 13,500 and upside the major resistance is at 14,000. Now in Bank Nifty, the major position in Bank Nifty calls are built in the strike price at 30,800. You can see on the screen, then 31,000, then 31,500. So clearly, the strong operators have been built in this particular Bank Nifty calls 30,800, 31,000, and 31,500. Now on Bank Nifty put, where the strong position has been built in the strike price are at 30,500, 30,000 and 29,500. So most probably for the next week, the range in the Bank Nifty is placed around 29,500 to 31,500. So traders should keep this in mind. These are the strike price and the open interest and trade accordingly depending upon the chart patterns, the price behavior on Monday. So it is a buy on this strategy with and one should trade with a very strict stop loss. Now for the final segment for the today's show is the investment call. In midcap, I have identified one stock which is the newly listed stock, Happiest Mind. Though the charts are very small and very couple of days, but the pattern has given a clear indication of a triangular breakout supported with strong volumes at the breakout. The stock is quoting around 340. Through to 325. One can accumulate the stock in the range of 341 to 325 for an upside position target of 380 to 390 for short to medium term. Definitely, Happiest Minds looks good for short to medium term investment. So one can accumulate at current levels and on dips for the target of 380 to 390. So this was the observation which I have seen on the last week. And for the next week, the strategy would be stay cautious, stay nimble-footed, trade with strict stop losses because market would be highly volatile as it has entered into overbought territory. And on Friday, US market has also closed on slightly negative note. So on Monday, we might see some weak opening and then we might see a rally in Nifty and Bank Nifty. So thank you very much for watching this show. Any comments you can give in the comment box. For live updates in stocks and Nifty and Bank Nifty, you can connect me on my Twitter handle, which is at the rate Rahul Randeria. Thank you very much for watching this show and have a nice trading week. Thank you.